Hello, hello, hello. I'm just going to go over my currency making strats this league. I've quickly just put together two atlas trees of what I was doing and what I'm doing now. So, first of all, I'm just going to go over my many shot real quick because it isn't a very good one. It has GMP, return, and PS. I picked this up for like one or two div. The gear, I admit I did craft some of it uh, to an extent to maximize potential. Like this is a max roll. I actually bought a shit roll and I divined it with the boat for 65. Um, but yeah, other than that, it's just all of this was like starter gear until I upgraded over time. Like this is a min roll. I recently upgraded to a max roll. Same with this. Um, this I was a shit boat and I fractured and crafted it myself. Gloves, uh, belt, and all that, right? This is still really bad. But anyway, I digress. My mech isn't the greatest because I do plan to swap to a KB, which is what my whole Reddit post was about, trying to farm one. Um, I wasn't joking when I said I did like 4,000 maps and I didn't see many at all. I seen like 13, 14 or so. I did see a lot of the Sanguine Mancers, quite a few Sanguine Mancers. Those are the other triple stat ones. I'm not sure if they're the same rarity or what that is. Like, maybe I got really unlucky every single time when they rolled it. But yeah, that's just how it is. Anyway, my strats changed a bit, but I'll go over what I was doing, and what I've been doing most of the league. So first of all, Templar Astrolabes. We just throw these on the region, and we want to do city square bottom left on repeat. The reason we want to do bottom left is because, well, I got one right now, this gambling district, and the other one is the manor, the um, what's it called? The blah 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 blah. The Kadira Manor, where he gives you unique items. I actually haven't got anything from that, but from this gambling district, Vegas, I've probably pulled 200 to 300 divines total. This thing is insane. Um, Other than that, most of my loot is just boss drops. So like the Conqueror orbs, just random maps, nightmare maps. I've got a shitload of those, and they just sell like candy for 30, 35 C. Uh, the other good one is the Elder maps. They're like 7C each, and obviously Conqueror Exalts and the Conqueror maps, which I just use to run on repeat. But basically, I got two Atlas trees. This is what I was running when I was doing the mercenary farming for Kineticist. So with Conqueror. So basically, we're just doing all these boss map drops except these because these just are shit now, like 2, 3C, which you can still run it. You can probably find space to run this instead of something else. Uh, I do heavily recommend doing shrines with this because unless your merc is really good, these do get really rippy, especially when you go for the final Templar. You'll have like a 6 modded Baran, 6 goes to Baran, and he'll fuck you up. So shrines do help quite a bit with that. And if you do run the Awakener orb as well, sometimes you'll get the Awakener Scarab, you'll get Cirrus in like the Baran area, and he would just like makes it impossible to move, and unless you blow him up instantly. So yeah, for that reason, I do recommend running shrines, but obviously you can go without it and then just spec into this if you don't need shrines. Other than that, it's just standard, more merc support, map boss drops. You definitely want this 100% and this 100%. This will just give more bosses, and this one makes it so you can run City Square on repeat. And you have to do Conqueror maps if you're running this, because otherwise, you will always have City Square Witness, and you just can't run it on repeat if you're running Destructive Play. Uh, so yeah, this is the Atlas. It's very very simple. You just got 100% merc chance, a lot of map drop chance, and then we're just blocking all of this. And these are the scarabs I ran on this strat. I ran one Tratham of Infamy, one Renown, which you don't need to do. You could probably drop the 100% chance with all these nodes, and then just and not run Renown and run the regular one. But I like the unique drops you can get, even though haven't got really anything good yet. But it's just fun. Uh, Escalation. Interference. This just gives another boss at the end. And then the Horn Scarab Awakening, which have actually spiked in price because of chisels, but even though they're like 60, 70 C, don't be discouraged because this is always profit. If you get one divination chisel per map, which you won't, but that pays for like one or two scarabs, one and a half scarabs. Sometimes you get lucky and get three, sometimes you get none, but the others will always make up the profit. This is always worth running if you can afford to. If you don't want to run it, you don't need to. It does make the map tape longer. That's the downside of it. You can't just boss rush anymore. You basically got to do a whole loop of City Square until you find them. But City Square isn't a big map. It's not that much of a problem. Uh, but yeah, I kind of got bored of it. And I decided that farming a many shot was more profitable per hour. This is good. This is like 15 to 20 div if you go fast. But if you get a good many shot, you can sell it for 100, 200 div. And you can get one every like 5 to 7 maps. So this is what I'm currently running now. Basically, more or less the same. We're getting a lot of map drops. We're blocking basically everything except this and this. And then we're specking into the lost shipments, specking into this in case we get a crater. We're doing Exarch now instead of Maven. Um, and we are now blocking int and strength, and we're going House of Azadi, and then this will basically make many shots appear pretty often. Uh, if you get a good many shot, they will sell very quickly. Just a standard one with Val, Ice Arrow, no Icicle Rain, with Return and like GMP will sell for 1 to 2 div very easily. If they've got less movement skills, they'll sell for more. If they have better links, they'll sell for even more. I just sold one recently for how much was it? It's in my thing here. 50 div, yeah. So I recently I can't see the warrant anymore, but yeah, this one had like 3 good links. It was Ice Shot, Val Ice Shot, uh, one one movement skill, very nice. This one sold very easily for 50 div, like in probably could have got more, but I digress. That's it. Now I'm just gonna basically run a couple of maps. You can do these right, rare, whatever you want. I did them like 6 mods with the Conquerors because I could run them, but you can do them wide if you want. I don't think it really makes much difference. You will just get like less drops on the Conquerors themselves, like the Conqueror orbs and all that. But this is a map. I'll just showcase a map real quick. I've also got a mana which I'd like to do for fun. But basically, what we're doing. Oh, gotta link your shit first. Is it linked? Yeah. So basically, what we run to the boss, kill the boss. This is the last one, so they're ghosted, but that's fine. You get the little pop-up down here, and they will just run over to the mercenary, which is usually opposite corner, but not guaranteed. You can stop and read those. I've got a couple of boss divine drops on those. You go here. This guy's got a divine, very nice. So we'll just kill this guy real quick. What we're really looking for though is infamous many shot, and those ones will drop. Those ones have the chance to be like a jackpot one. You could also farm Lance's strength dex one. He's looking for one with like frost blades and static strike, I think, with good links. So those are always good. You do this, kill this guy. Get my divine orb. That was from like one of his little friends. So his friends can also drop items, which is nice. And then we just poured out, go next map. This one was my last Templar one, so I will now have a Templar Vault. And these usually drop. These drop, I'd say, a divine on average. Like you might go 3 or 4 without a divine, and then you'll find one with like a stack of 5 divines. So these are pretty consistent. We didn't get a divine this time. All the stuff there was pretty shit, so that's okay. We've also got a manor. This is also a nice part of. Oh, we got a gambling district. We love Vegas. So we come here. We get to spin the slot machine. Lose the wife and kids. That's actually worth Volatile Viling. Nice. We won big. That's 2 div. Garbage. And then on the last one, I always lock pick, but you can gamble it if you want. If you got like a gajillion dollars at Divine Orb. And then the last one is a lock pick. Although 1,000,000 gold ain't too bad. Nothing. But that's fine. I've probably got like 300 divines raw from those, among other stuff. And powers, enhancers, enlightened, voidborn keys, Valdos. You get a lot of stuff from them. So yeah, that's basically the strat. You can do maps in less than a minute. It's very good money. But yeah, I hope that clears some things up if people were interested in what I've been running all